Hmm. Okay. Where's this data? So, Congress passed a law that allows us to, or sorry, told hospitals to publish all their prices. And I want to pull some of those in. Let's pick a hospital. That's probably a good starting point. These guys are a good one because of this image. Let's pull this into Mathematica. See what we can do with it. So we have a website, price start hospital with many hospitals. New document. And where is this hospital? Denver Health. Let's see if we can find it in our hospital list. Denver Health. Is that the only one? Probably this one. 303 blah 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 6000. What's the guy's phone number? Yeah, 303 6000. So let's try and pull these guys in. Right. Let's first find them in the database. So this is ID 3494. Uh-oh, where's the database? This is annoying. So this is a list. This is a Heroku database system which has 1 million databases in it. So the first thing we need to do is find the database D4G. That's what we need to find. D4G. And it's not there. That's weird. That's really weird. The database has moved. That's annoying. So let's ignore that for a second and work on this thing. So here's their prices. I don't think they have a charge master. Oh, they do. Access the Denver Health Charge Master. That's what I really want. And it's a spreadsheet. Kaboom. Well, this is going to make life easier. How many rows have we got? Kaboom. 19,000 rows. Fantastic. What is this? PB price unit. I got no idea what that means. Okay. CPT code. That's a good start. Procedure name. Fine. Description. HB unit. Good. So we need to import this thing into our database. So these are the prices for things. So CPT code is a proprietary license coding system. Procedure name comes from CPT, I'm pretty sure. And then this is the physician description, the hospital price and the physician price, probably. So we have, what is this, 5 rows. And I need to be able to talk to the database in order to find out what the column names are that we already have for pricing. Where the hell did the database go? Let's look at Heroku. Kaboom. This. Resources. Postgres. And now I have to take this away because it's going to have secret stuff on it. So I need to pull the database credentials and make sure they match what I have in here. Yeah, the database has changed. So Heroku, I think because I might have updated the database, has changed the database credentials. So I need to copy everything to a new pgadmin table. So I put pgadmin access, so I need to delete the server. You won't see this, but it'll be back soon. Remove server, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so in pgadmin, I'm adding a new server. Create server, name, hospitals, and then I have to copy the host name. Oops. As soon as I've copied this, I can show the screen again. And the database name, and the username, and the password. And then with a bit of luck, there we go. Database, and our database is D5J, so D5J, and there's us. So we already have some stuff in here. This is Postgres, so everything's confusing. Scheme is public, tables, prices. Let's see what the columns looks like. Okay, so we have ID, price, description, but not procedure name. Service type. Yeah, this is so confusing. So I guess if I just concatenate procedure name and description, I can shove that in description, but then it has 2 prices, and I only have 1 price. So this data is a complete mess. And every hospital is different, unfortunately. So where did Visual Studio Code go? I think what we'll do, there's a spreadsheet library, isn't there, for Ruby? Ruby spreadsheet jam. Spreadsheet, that looks good. Documentation. Blah, blah, blah. That's what I want. So let's open up a copy of Ubuntu. Sudo gem, yeah, sudo gem install spreadsheet, apparently. Cross our fingers on this one. It's because I can't spell. Yeah, great. Spread sheet. So what we want to do is pull all of this data in, including the code, into our prices table, and then clean it up sufficiently so that it looks good when we go find our particular hospital. Good. So let's look at the documentation for this thing. It'd be nice if there was a nice little example. Examples. Oh, that's a good shot, I guess. You know, this is weird. If the default is UTF-8, then why do I have to specify it? Why even talk about it? All right, good. Burke spreadsheet.open, some Excel file. Then you get a sheet. Then you do something with each row. That's reasonable. Or I can access a row directly, which is fine because I'm going to have to throw away the first row anyway because it's just a header. And then I get strings, floats, integers, and all kinds of stuff from my row. So first thing we need to do is go to the right place. Mount C, user Steve, OneDrive something or other. I can't type today. Projects, health prices. Yeah. Okay, good. So that's the download is going to be Mount C user Steve downloads, and then this thing is called Denver's blah blah blah. Actually, let's move this. So now we have the spreadsheet in the current working directory. Okay, now what hospital was this? Denver Health. It was this one, I'm pretty sure. 3494. So here's what we're going to do. Make a directory 3494. Move that Denver Health thing into 3494. How do I open this directory? It's like something like explorer.exe. Kaboom. Good. So now I have an Explorer in this directory, which is wonderful. So if I go right click that and open in VS Code, maybe open with code. Good. So now I can start to do something silly like touch, I don't know, import.rb. I don't know where Ruby is, which Ruby. Used to be Ruby good. I actually don't know what version of Ruby I'm running. Ruby version 2.5 is reasonable. So vim import. Okay. User bin. Ruby. I want to make this executable. And then I probably want to open it in Visual Studio Code. Good. So it was something like require. Ooh, look at that. That's wrong. Require probably Ruby gems just to be good about it. And then spreadsheet, something like that. Let's see. Running out of space already. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Require spreadsheet. I'm going to ignore that, but I do need to open a file. So let's see if Control V works. Nope, of course it doesn't. Paste does. Nope. Okay. What about if we do insert and paste? Yeah, good. So The file was annoyingly named, wasn't it? It was like Denver blah blah blah. I guess I'll just try and copy that. Yeah, fine. So let's write that and see if it runs. That'll be a good start. No. OLE2 signature is invalid. That sounds like some sort of weird Windows thing. All right, well, let's just pretend that we might need this. It's worth trying, I guess. This is not very optimal. Yeah, fine. Because if the library won't open this, that's annoying. I can convert it to a spreadsheet, to a CSV, which is fine, but painful. What are we going to do? I guess I will search for the error. It's probably a good start. Because Excel can open it. Oh, spreadsheet can't open XLSX. That's why. Can only open XLS. Well, that's annoying. So is there a library that will open Ruby spreadsheets XLSX? See what that does. Of course, there's loads of libraries. No, I don't care about performance. Supports XLSX, so I picked the only library that doesn't do it. Wonderful. Well, this looks reasonable. Simple XLSX reader. No, that's not what I want to do. Go away. Go back. Okay, well now we can, that's really nice. Someone's been kind enough to put all of the code here for examples for each file. Well, they all look kind of the same, but I like the name Roo because it reminds me of Australia. So let's try that. Sudo jam install Roo. Bang. Well, this is boring. Ah, there you go. Wonderful. So now we can try this. Let's steal some of their example. So instead of spreadsheet, it's now, actually, let's remove spreadsheet because it sounds like it's super stupid. Sudo jam uninstall spreadsheet. Let's try that. Remove. That sounds good. Goodbye. Okay. Workbook equals blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's try that. So Control V should paste. Maybe I just wasn't pasting it in insert mode. Okay. Worksheets. Well, let's see if this works. No, that's not what I meant to do. /install. No. Why is that not working? No, it's not install. It's import. /import. Uninitialized spreadsheet. Right, good. I don't know what I did there. I must have screwed up. So I'll just copy and paste this again. Good. Okay, now I'm really confused. Oh, I guess this could be an old version of Roo. That would be the main thing. If it can't find spreadsheet. All right. Ah, screwed that up. Ruby Roo. Oh god, this is not a good search term, is it? Ruby Roo gem. Roo. Okay. GitHub, that looks better. Documentation, please. Roo spreadsheet open. So, what am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm an idiot, that's why. Got it. Right, so I can open the spreadsheet. Fantastic. Now this was completely reasonable. I probably only want the first worksheet in this case. So sheet equals workbook dot work sheets dot first. That probably works. No. Undefined method worksheets. Huh. Okay. Working with sheets. Dot sheets. Oh, they've changed the name. Do do do. Okay, so I got the first worksheet. Now I probably want to iterate down the rows. Sheet.row. It's probably going to be sheet.each row or something. Sheet.each. Let's just try it. So sheet.each row do row and puts row. Oop, different type of row. Let's try that. Nope, each row is not a thing. So how do we iterate each row? Streaming, perhaps? What does this do? Each row streaming, that's exactly what they do. Okay, each row streaming. See what that does. Nope. Oh, sheet one is a string. Well, obviously I don't want that. So my first sheet is a string. It's something like, so puts sheet dot type of, it's like type of string, something like that. Does that work? How about this? Puts true. Not supposed to do this. No, that doesn't work either. Well, that's weird because it claims it's a string. No method for sheet one colon string. I wonder what that's doing. That's kind of odd. See, this is a nicer syntax. Worksheets.each do worksheet. I should have a worksheet, right? I don't know, we could just do what they do and see what happens. So sheet equals, okay. No, let's not do that. Let's do this. Sheets.each do sheets. Why is this not auto-tabbing? That's interesting. Okay. Let's try that. See what happens. Bang. Under each most steaming. What am I doing wrong? Huh. Well, they don't go via the sheets, they just go directly to streaming. But I want to make sure, well, I guess that's fine. I can do that too. So it'd be like workbook dot something, something like that. Let's see if that works. Boom, there we go. Well, that's kind of weird, but fine. So probably I can do, let's not do that. Let's do this row 0. Probably get the ID out. Yeah, there we go. So now I get the CPT code. Wonderful. And I need description and I need 2 prices. These descriptions are horrible. What does NA mean for price? I wonder what that means. Not available, I suppose. Which is weird. I guess maybe it's not weird if they only have a physician price. But I don't know what the B means here. Huh. Well, alright. I guess we have data at least. So, we probably want some sort of price object, which we have. I think we can do require dot slash butyl dot rb. Let's see if that works. Yeah, good. So we can do something like, yeah, p equals price dot new p dot code equals row 0. But I actually don't know what type that is. Huh. Well, let's try. Bang. Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm not outputting anything. So I think I can do puts p, and there's a toString method on that. Yes, good. All right, so wonderful. So then we can do p.description equals whatever row that is. I guess there's 2 different prices we really need to do. There's a physician price and a unit price. There's a, sorry, hospital price. So this is going to be the row 1. Let's try that. Wonderful. Apart from all those NA prices, which will break everything. So, and let's see if we can, if the price is allowed to be null, because I can't remember. Not null, no. So it can be null, so I can set it to a null price if I have an NA. But for each of those NAs, right, the corresponding description should be NA. So if, okay, so I throw it away if it's NA. So So let me think about this because I really want to create two prices, I guess. All right, let's call them P1 and P2. That's fine. We need its price as well. P1 dot price equals what's column 0, 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be row 3. And then similarly, P2 dot code equals row 0. P2 dot description, thank you, equals row 0, 1, 2. And then P2 dot price equals row 4. And then I can put, I guess, P1 and then P2. Let's see what that does. Bang! I broke something. What did I break? Unknown format. Huh. Oh, I have to convert the prices to something sane. So it's going to be something like, because they're strings? Are these strings? How do I know? All right, enable editing. Yeah, great. What? Oh yeah, because it's the wrong one. So let's assume that these are strings. I have to remove the columns, sorry, the commas and the dollar sign. And how do you substitute a string in Ruby? .gsub or something? I don't know, let's look it up. Ruby string. Is it gsub? It is gsub. Wonderful. So gsub, it's going to be something like dollar, comma, nothing dot gsub, comma goes to nothing. And now I guess we should define a function for this. Let's see if you can do this at the bottom. Def price fix. I don't know. Price. And then I basically want to do this, don't I? So something like that. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. Price fix. All right. And then price fix. Okay. No, that did not work. Undefined method. Okay. Well, I suspect we might just have to define it at the beginning. Let's put it there. See if that works. What? Okay. Let's cast it to a string. See if that's better. Nope, that did not work. It actually has exactly the same problem. Unknown format. Generate formatter. So maybe it's deeper than I thought it was. This is frustrating. Okay. All right. Generate format or unknown format. It's deep inside the Roo library. Let's see if the world knows anything about this thing. You're right. Okay, so they have a limited number of formats that they can parse, and it looks like they just don't include anything with a dollar at the front. Amongst other problems. Interestingly, it actually dies on line 14, not 15. See if that's still the case. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, line 9. Or 21. And 21. Okay, so when it finally gets the thing, it can't print it. But will Roo just give me... I just want it to give me the value. But it will convert it to CSV. It seems unlikely, but let's do it. Let's try this. Wow, that worked. That's odd. So if let's exit before that and puts T and see what that looks like. Holy cow, that's what I want. That's basically what I want. That's actually much more useful than the rest. Nice. So now we have a CSV that looks a little bit more sane. We can do... Why has it got NA on the code at the end? Are there things with no code? Yes, there are things with no code all the way at the bottom. So things with just prices and no code. This data is such a mess. Okay, let's try this again. So now we have our CSV. Let's delete all this crap. Let's call it CSV imaginatively. CSV dot each do row. And now probably if we put the first row, puts row, it's probably dot each line for a start. Let's see if that works. Good. Let's just put the first row and exit because I suspect that it's doing the header. Yes, good. So first is true. If first, else. Oh yeah, no, don't do that. That was too clever. If first equals false, else, and something like that. Something like that. Okay, so now we can actually grab the codes. So P1 equals price dot new. P1 dot, I don't know, description equals. No, actually, let's start with the code because that's the first thing. No, I don't want to do that. Go away. Go away. P1.code equals row 0. And then P1 puts P1. Let's see if that works. No, that does not work at all, does it? So because array equals row dot split. And here's the problem. So what are we going to split on? Because there's so much crap in these things. Can I split on comma? I think there was a thing that you could tell it that I wanted a tab, right? Let's find CSV. CSV support. Blah, 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 blah. CSV options key. I think I can just split on comma. So let's try doing that, even though there's a library. So it's not going to be like that. It's going to be array. Okay. Good. That worked. Now I need to strip off those quotes, staff, strip, and I don't know, S. No, let's not do that. S dot G sub, something like da, 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 like that. Let's try that. I don't know if that's going to work. Let's see. Yeah, it worked. Wonderful. So P1 dot description equals array 1. Let's try that. Wonderful, but it needs to be stripped. Strip. Wonderful. So now I have somewhere. Well, where did the codes go? Oh, they're at the end. That's why I didn't understand. Okay. So now I just need to give it a price. P1 dot price equals array. I guess 0, 1, 2, 3. Puts P1. Let's see if that works. That does indeed work. And it even has decimals and stuff. Okay. That's a good start. So now I also need to repeat all of this for my P2. Yeah. Okay. So first of all, P2, 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 P2. And then the code is still that. The description is now 0, 1, 2. And then the price is now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonderful. What are those extra slashes from there? Maybe they're just line rollovers or something? Hmm. Everything is NA on that one. So I need some way to decide whether I really want to do this thing. So let's call it like process P1, process P2, and then we need a process function def process P. Um, okay, how about this? If P dot, no, actually, unless P dot description dot include something like n/a puts P. Let's see if that does something useful. Bang. Undefined method process. Proceeds because I can't spell, that's why. Okay. Boom. Now we have some prices. However, we still have a lot of those NAs in them. That's because some of the codes were not available at the bottom of this spreadsheet. So down here, these wonderful geniuses have some NA codes in them. So I will probably want to blank those and then save them to the database. So let's not do that. So the next thing is I'm going to want a hospital object for my utility. So something like h equals hospital.new, h.id equals, that's a really good question. What was the hospital ID on this thing again? 3494. 3494. Actually, let's see if there's any prices in pgadmin. That's a good point. So it's something like, no, I don't want query tool. Just view all the data. Bang, there's nothing in there. And that's why it's empty. Okay, so my ID is going to be 3494. Then I have my price and my description, my code. No, ID is going to be automatically generated. Hospital ID is going to be 3494. And then I need to create timestamps. I think all that stuff already exists in the other library. Okay, how am I going to do this? I need to edit. Yeah, okay, I know what I need to do. So it's something like explorer.exe. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, now I look up my util class, which I can't edit in front of you because it has some scary stuff in it. There's my util class. So I open with code, which it did over here anyway, which is fine because all this stuff is dead. Dead, dead. And then even that's dead. Can I pull that? Cancel. I just want you to pop out. How do you pop out? Okay, well, if it's not going to let me, I have to pull it off the screen. So, first thing is I have to update the host name, which is okay. So now I have to go find. So now I go to Heroku, and I go to my app, and I go to resources, and then I go to Postgres. And then the first thing I do is settings, database credentials, find the host name. Okay, fine. Big long host name, and then I need to find the database, which is something complicated. And then I need to find the username and replace that. And then the password, which is some ridiculous string. And then I can do that. And now my class can talk to the database, but you can't see that yet. And then I just need to double check what my methods are. So I set my hospital ID, good. And then in the price, I need to save it. So I can show you this stuff because it's not, doesn't include the password anymore. Okay. So, well, this is horrendous, but okay. Oh, this is horrendous. I really need to use Active Record, but I'll save that for another day. I know I just want to insert this stuff. So I probably, let's just do def save. This is horrible. This is really horrible. Let's not do this, but let's do this. All right. Let's not do that. Let's yank all this. All right. That's reasonable. We escape the description. That's fine. We should probably do the same thing for the code. So this is why we need Active Record. This is horrendous, but okay. I'm not going to select it anymore. I don't care. I'm going to delete that. I don't care about returning the ID, so I can delete all of this. Goodbye. And I can delete this because I don't care about the ID. And all I'm going to insert is hospital ID. That's right. Price, description, and code. Everything else is gone for this particular use case. Ooh, apart from created app, that's reasonable. So, sugar. I need to make this bigger. Let's look at this again. Hospital ID. I need to set the hospital on each price. That's reasonable. So in here, I have to do something like p dot hospital equals h, and then I'm going to have to put this up here somewhere to make absolutely 100% sure it's at the top. And then, okay, what am I saving? Hospital ID, good. Price is calculated price, that's fine. Description is fine. Code is fine. Service type we can get rid of. Ooh, that's wrong. It includes another column that it shouldn't. I think this one's wrong as well. Let's just do that. So if I do .save, it's going to insert hospital ID, calculated price, which is fine, description. So the reason we have calculated price is a lot of these things have weird prices and we calculate something. Description, I think that's fine, and code is fine for now anyway. And then we do created at and updated at. All right, so if we go over here and do something like p.save and we cross our legs and our fingers, is this going to work? Well, there's only one way to try. Let's do it. See if something breaks. There you go. H is not available. Good. Why is H not available? Who knows? Let's just push it inside because we don't really care. Let's put it inside here. See if that works. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. So let's try that again. Yeah. Syntax error at or near that annoying thing. Okay, putil line 20. Hmm. Oh, I see. Because I'm not setting the calculated price. That's why it's broken. I'm setting the wrong thing. So let's try this. Okay. Yeah, because there's no quotes around it. Yeah. No, that's not wrong. So what are the setters on this? So it does have price. So I could have just used price here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Is we're going to do price, description code, and I am just going to use price over here. That does make life a lot easier. All right, what am I doing now? So the second value, okay, so I'm screwing up the price somehow. Have I inserted anything? Probably not. So if I rerun this query, yeah, nothing yet. Array 2 and array 3. Well, I'll tell you what we should do is we should put P anyway, and then let's do this. There we go. So at least we can see now what we're looking at. Why is there... Okay, I'm doing something really stupid. So first thing is, what price is it doing? I think I've screwed something up. Yeah, the price is wrong. Huh. So let's search for this thing in our spreadsheet. Uh, that's weird. Maybe you have to go to the top or something annoying. Well, why isn't it inserting the very first thing? Oh, there's commons in there. That's why it's breaking. Oh, shit. Okay, so I can't split on comma. I have to use the native Ruby CSV library. Ruby CSV gem. Let's see what that does. All right, wonderful. Where's the documentation? Okay. So I can get a CSV, do a row. How do I get a column? Maybe it just gives you an array, I guess. Let's see if that works. What was that thing again for each? Let's see if that works. CSV dot each line, CSV dot for each. Oh, this is going to be super annoying. I don't know. Isn't it something like begin? Something like that? No, maybe it's all capitals. Oh, crap. I don't remember how we do this. Let's look. Ruby comment block. Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, equals begin equals end. Good. That's what I thought. Jesus. I don't know why it's not pretty printing that. All right. So if I do puts row 0, let's see if that works. Okay. Does it have to be at the beginning of the line? It does. There we go. All right, let's try that. Oops, that's not what I want. Something like that. Undefined method for each. It's a string. Okay, so it gives me a CSV as a big string, and now I need to re-import the string, probably using the CSV library, which has no documentation or something. Where's documentation? We don't know. Okay, so there are Ruby docs. Where are they at? Ruby CSV documentation. Okay, that's fine. Good. Row. No, actually, string or IO options. IO objects should be open for read. CSV.read array of rows. CSV.htrow or CSV.shift. Okay. So if I give it a string, it's going to try and open a file. Well, let's see. Let's forget this for a second. So this thing's a string, so we want to do require CSV. First of all, let's see if that works. Good. Okay, so I don't know, CSV text, CSV equals CSV something like open, what was it? CSV.new, let's try that. Actually, okay, fine. Dot new CSV underscore text. Wonderful. So now I should be able to do CSV dot for each row and then something like puts row 0. Let's see what that does. Bang, that is exactly what that does. Oh, yeah, right. Do row, sorry. Nope, doesn't like for each. Okay, so how do we do this again? Just dot each this time. Okay, fine, wonderful. Happy to do that. Dot each row. Holy mother of chickens. It works. So now I can do this, and instead of array, it's going to be row. First equals true. Okay, so it's going to be, if I get this right, row, 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 row. Probably should have just done a find and replace by this point. All right. So now, with a bit of luck, we won't crash. Let's see. Let's not do that. Oh yeah, sure. Holy chickens, it's working. Okay, so if I go over to pgadmin and rerun my select statement, kaboom! Look at all those prices. Wonderful. So now we can actually, well, I should commit all this stuff. That's a good point. There's 19,000 rows to import, and so far we've done 1,000. Okay, so in parallel, let's open up another Windows subsystem for Linux and do cd mount c user Steve OneDrive projects health prices and then git status on this thing. Yeah, right, everything's broken. I think it's like git add, I think git status dash h or something. I forget. Where is all my windows? We don't know. Okay. I don't want those backups. So I think the backups are down here somewhere. No. Is the backups directory in here? No, it's not. I know where it is. It's Health backend backups, right? So move backup star dot slash health backend backups, get status. That should remove half of it. Good. Git add Putil, that's fine. And do I want to add this other stuff? Probably not. Probably git ignore. Is it a git ignore dot vs? Okay, well then I don't know how to do this. How do you ignore something in Git if it's not git ignore? Is there a dot ignore file or something? I don't know. Anyway, git add 3494 and then add import.rb. That's fine. Kind of reticent to put these files in Git, but git status again. Let's see how far away we are. Okay, git add do CSV, even though it's old crap in there. And then something like git push origin master? Question mark. How can everything be up to date? It basically is not. Oh, of course, git commit do hospital 3494. But was it actually 3494? Yes. Oh, git commit dash m. And now do the push. Okay, so now we're up to date. So now we need to screw around with the back end, which has nothing to do with this window anymore. Where's the other one? Here. All right, so this is going to be a lot more fun. So now so first of all, let's go look at 3494 over here. View edit. No, I want a query tool. So select star from hospital. Yeah, hospitals where ID equals 3494. Let's see if that works. Kaboom. All right, so the address is broken on this. All right, let's work on this. Group name is broken. We need an address. Is this a real hospital? Yes, it is. Okay, so that's a good start. Data checked. We've not checked it all yet. These columns I need to get rid of. I do have the cost URL. So the cost URL for this guy was... Okay, I don't have the cost URL for this hospital. Let's go look. There we go. Here's the cost URL, but it's actually this spreadsheet that's going to be the cost URL in this particular case. That's fine. And then I need an address for this hospital. 777 Bannock Street. Let's do that. And then let's save our data changes, which I think is this magical icon here, and then replay the query just to make sure it's all good. Okay, Denver Health Medical Center doesn't have a group as far as I know. State of Colorado, address is good. Lat long, I assume is good. Phone number looks wonderful. Cost URL I just did. Home URL, that's fine. And now we've checked the data, so let's check this, which means I can save that again. Right, save those changes. Re-import it just to double check. Good, so we now have a good hospital. but I'm going to make some changes to these columns. So I want to add a column. Yeah, see this stuff has to go. So let's delete that column. Delete drop. Are you sure you want to drop the column card show? Yes, I do. All right, and let's delete this column. Are you sure you want to? Yep. Delete drop. Are you sure you want to drop the column? Yes. Okay. Now I want to add a column with the pre-URL. So I'm going to call it something like, so we have cost URL, so we have pre-costs URL, something like that. And then the definition will be, oh, come on, text. And then we're going to allow null, not null. Is it not null, yes or no? I don't know. I don't care right now. Do that. And then let's replay the import. And then pre-costs URL is going to be the thing before the thing. So here's the Excel spreadsheet, but this is the thing that links to the spreadsheet. So we're going to copy this. Actually, can we do this and see if that works? It does. So now the pre-URL is what I want to spit in the database over at the pre-cost URL. Done. And then I save that. Now we have a good hospital. Okay, fine. Has this thing finished? No, not by a long shot. Fine. So now when we do a list of hospitals, so it's going to be, I don't want that. Here we go. So I want something like hospital list, but under the hospital controller, where are controllers? Controllers, hospital controller list. I do not want hospitals.org. I want something like hospital, oh God, hospital.find. You know, I don't remember Rails well enough to do this. So it's something like Rails find where, something like that. Yeah, dot where, good. So it's going to be like something like hospitals dot where, and then it's going to be something really annoying like data underscore checked true. It's going to be a hat. What do they call that in Ruby? It's like hash or something. I don't know. So then I'm only going to find the data checked hospitals. But you know what? This needs to be a different view, doesn't it, really? Okay, so the next thing I need to do is run the Rails app. So get, oh, actually, this is fine. Health, backend, get status. Let's see what this does. Right, so I've only changed the hospital controller so far. Let's make this bigger so it's a bit less annoying. So something like Rails server? Right. Wonderful. And I bet the database connection is wrong as well. That's the other thing that's broken. Nope. Okay. God, this takes a long time. Okay, so let's kill that. And I need to update the database credentials in config database.yml. Yeah, this looks all broken. Let's see. All right, so I'm in Heroku. I pull up my app. I go to resources, go to Postgres. Okay. Go to settings, go to database credentials, and let's see if this thing matches up at all. It does. Okay, wonderful. So I can close that. So I was wrong. I can actually run Rails server. Guess I should have tested that. And then it's like localhost 3000. See if it goes kaboom. Yeah. What did I do wrong? Oh, it's still not started. That's why. All right, now let's try that. Kaboom. Go to hospitals all. Really? That's odd. That's really confusing. Dot data checked equals true. These can't all be. Oh, they are. These are. That's a really good point. Okay, wonderful. So now Denver Health should be under here somewhere. Oh, it should probably sort these things. How the hell do you sort? It's like dot order name. All right, let's try that. Did I not write that to disk? That's weird. Well, anyway, Denver Health. No, I want to find you stupid thing. Denver Health. It's at the bottom because of course it is. And there's my prices. Wonderful. So we so far have 14,000 prices for this hospital. We have its name, its phone number, the address I just entered, which we should probably turn into a Google Maps link or something. And then we have all these prices. Wonderful. Although these prices are horrendous. We should probably add the code. We should probably add the code. So, views, hospital, show. Here we go. So let's do this. We got description, price. Let's do code. So let's do another TD code slash TD. And then we've already done description. Let's do code. Let's try that. Well, that's odd. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. You know, sometimes Rails is just weird, so let's just try restarting it. Right, so let's try. All right, now, oh yeah, okay. So now I've got code, but it's not in bold. That's fine, because we can just do this. I wonder if it will reflect bold change. No. What am I doing that it won't, like, update the freaking code? I don't know. Well, anyway, it's good enough to push. So now we have our first hospital with 17,000 prices. And I probably want to paginate this. Why is it not showing it in bold? It's super weird. Oh, okay. This is going to be way over. This is going to be 40,000 prices because a lot of these prices are counted twice because you have the physician and the other component. Well, let's see if we can search for something. Let's search for GDN and see what happens. Is that going to crash? Yeah, right. Okay, so uh, views price search. Views price search. The link is not working. Okay, yeah, I know why the link is not working now. Because it's not that, it's now ID goes to h.id. If I remember correctly, let's try that. Nope, that still doesn't like it. Christ. So let's look at the routes. Config routes. Okay, so it's hospital, state ID, and name. Okay, so what do I have? State ID and name. So what? I mean, come on. Hospital show. Why can't it generate a route for that? Controller hospital, action show, state ID, name. What am I doing wrong? Hospital show, state ID, name. All right. Well, let's look at hospital list because that will have the same thing. Hospital show, state, ID, name. Okay. So I'm screwing something else up. All right. Well, the group name's removed. It's not updating the code again. This is super annoying. Okay, let's try that again. C. Fine. So let's try it pet. Let's see if that works. Good. Imaging, pet, MATLAB, eval, single study, concurrent maybe? CT probably is, uh, what is it? Computerized tomography? Or was it, what is a CT scan? CT scan, wiki. Was a C, computed tomography, right? Uh, good. And then if I click on that, I should go back to the hospital, right? Yeah, but it's going to download 1,000 records, 21,000 records. Okay, good. Well, everything's working. That's the most important thing. So git status. Oh God, what is it? It's like git status dash H. No. Git add dash H. No. Something like that. I don't know. Git status. Git add app controllers, hospital controller. Git add app views, hospital show. Git add app views, price, search. Good. Git commit dash m first hospital price imports. And what was the idea of this thing? 34.94. 34.94. All right, and let's push it, and then it should be automatically deployed. And this thing claims that it's imported all the data. Which is wonderful. So now if I reload this, 21,412 prices. Oh, I need to comma separate that. Oh yeah, because it's not working. So, Rails server. Let's try that again. And how do I comma Rails add thousands, comma, let's see what that says. Number with precision. That looks kind of painful, but okay. How old is this? Okay, this is 11 years old. I don't know, let's try it, I guess. Number with delimiter, and it's on hospital show. No, yeah, fine. And then it's this. Number with delimiter. I wonder what that does. Maybe that just works. You never know. Can't you do like Rails console and figure this shit out? Let's see. Okay. Rail. No. Let's CD to the right place. CD mount. C users. Steve. OneDrive. Projects. Health backend. Health backend. Rails console. Really? Really takes that long? This is painful. Okay, well, let's just see if it works. Yes, it did. Look at that. Good. So I added a delimiter. Fantastic. So, and look at that. Wonderful. It loaded when I didn't care anymore. Git status should just show one file, right? Git adds app views hospital shuttle git commit dash message. Yeah, sure. What am I going to add to this message? Add delimiter to hospital price count. Right, and then let's push it. Something like git push origin master. Wonderful. All right, so we have our first hospital. So let's see if the actual website automatically updated, which it probably did. Denver Health. And we're done. But that will deploy probably automatically right now, is when that's deploying. Phantasmagorical, that's what I think. Wunderbar. So, that's our first hospital. I need a new column, don't I? So let's go and look. I need a new column on hospitals for live. Something like live prices. And then let's make that Boolean. And I'm done. That's fine with me. And then if I rerun this, then I can add live prices is true on this one. And then save it. And then that should be my first hospital. I just need to change my hospital controller to show live prices. That's true. And then I'm going to need to restart Rails. Wait for this thing for 1,000 years. Is this supposed to be faster? I guess it's slow. So I'm running Windows Subsystem for Linux 3. This is supposed to be faster. And it's not because I'm not in the root directory of Windows itself. Of Linux itself within the Windows subsystem. Okay, let's see if that worked. Hospitals all. Good. And then it just shows that. So, for giggles, why don't we do this? Let's actually not do that. That's fine for now. And then I'll just poke that as live, and we're done for that hospital. And then we can do the next one. Git status. Good. Git add app controllers, hospital controller, git commit -m, just show hospitals with prices. And then let's push that, and we're done.